Once in a small, peaceful village, there lived an old woman named Granny Rose. She was over 80 years old, with silver hair and warm, kind eyes. Everyone in the village loved her because she always had a smile on her face and kind words for everyone. But what people loved most about her was that she always seemed happy, no matter what happened. One day, a young man named Daniel came to visit her. He was troubled and sad. "Granny Rose," he said, "I don't understand. I have a good job, a big house, and money, but I am not happy. Everyone says you know the secret to true happiness. Can you teach me?" Granny Rose smiled and invited him to sit with her on the wooden bench outside her small cottage. "Happiness is not something you find in money or things, my dear," she said. "Let me tell you a story." She pointed to a beautiful tree in her garden. "Do you see that tree?" she asked. Daniel nodded. "When I was young, this tree was just a small plant. I took care of it, watered it, and made sure it had sunlight. Now it is strong and full of fruits. Happiness is like that tree. It grows when you take care of it." Daniel looked confused. "But how do you take care of happiness?" he asked. Granny Rose chuckled. "There are 3 secrets to true happiness. Let me share them with you. The first secret, gratitude." Granny Rose took a deep breath and said, "The first secret is gratitude. Every morning, I wake up and say thank you for the new day. I may not have gold or silver, but I have fresh air to breathe, food to eat, and friends to talk to. If you focus on what you have instead of what you don't, happiness will fill your heart." Daniel thought about his life. He had never stopped to be thankful. He always wanted more and more. "Maybe I should try being more grateful," he said softly. Granny Rose continued, "Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you spend each day appreciating the little things, you will find yourself feeling lighter and more joyful. Do you remember the last time you stopped to watch the sunrise or listen to the rain? These are gifts, my dear. Learn to treasure them." The second secret, kindness. Granny Rose smiled. "The second secret is kindness. When you help others, happiness finds its way to you. Look around you, Daniel. If you see someone in need, give them a helping hand. Even a small act of kindness, like a smile or a kind word, can bring joy to both you and them." Daniel remembered a time when he helped a lost child find his mother. It had made him feel good. "So, the more I give kindness, the more happiness I receive?" he asked. Granny Rose nodded. "Yes, kindness spreads like sunlight. It warms the hearts of those around you and reflects back on you." She then told him about an old friend of hers who used to be lonely and sad. One day, he started helping at the village school, teaching children how to read. At first, he thought he was just giving them knowledge, but soon he realized that their laughter and joy were making him happier than ever. "Happiness is not something you keep for yourself," Granny Rose said. "It grows when you share it with others." The third secret, living in the present. Granny Rose looked at the sky and continued, "The third secret is to live in the present. Many people worry about the future or regret the past, but happiness is found in this moment. If you spend your time thinking about things you cannot change, you will never be truly happy. Enjoy the little things, the sound of birds, the taste of your tea, the laughter of a child." Daniel closed his eyes and listened. He could hear the wind in the trees and children playing in the distance. He had never stopped to notice these simple joys before. Granny Rose added, "I used to worry a lot about the future, about things that never even happened. Then one day, I realized that worrying was stealing my happiness. So I started living one day at a time. When you truly live in the moment, every day becomes a gift." The lesson. Granny Rose placed her wrinkled hand on Daniel's. "My dear, happiness is not in riches or success. It is in gratitude, kindness, and living in the present. If you practice these things, happiness will follow you wherever you go. Daniel smiled. He felt a warm feeling in his heart. For the first time in a long time, he felt truly happy. From that day on, Daniel changed his ways. He started each morning by giving thanks, helped others whenever he could, and enjoyed the little moments of life. And just as Granny Rose had said, happiness became his constant companion. As time passed, Daniel shared Granny Rose's wisdom with others. The village became a happier place because more and more people began to practice gratitude, kindness, and living in the present. Even when Granny Rose was no longer there, her secrets to true happiness continued to spread, touching the hearts of many. And so, the secret to happiness was no longer a mystery. It was something simple, something anyone could have if only they knew where to look.